this guy's garage. Like and subscribe.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioner, I'd like to ask you about Dan Bryan. It's, of course, from his phone that we have the transcript. Did he announce to all of the participants that he was recording the call?
No, he did not.
Okay. Is that something that he normally does? And you know, is that justifiable? I mean, usually you have to get the consent of people first.
Yeah, the normal procedure is to get consent, and in a, if you notice on a Teams environment, you can see when the recording button is on, but nobody was aware that he was recording.
Nobody was aware. And of course, the story of how it ended up on his phone and the different stories we've gotten about whether it existed, whether it was deleted, whether the phone was stolen. You know, they had his personal phone, I believe. A forensic unit managed to get 3 audio files adding up to nearly 24 minutes. What do you have to say about the fact that he recorded this on a personal device? I mean, this is a very high-profile briefing. This is you as the commissioner with your direct deputies in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, this is part and parcel of a complete security review and an administrative review. And so I would hold judgment until I get all the information, because I have no idea what the intent was, if it was for nefarious reasons or not. And I don't have all the information in front of me. I do know that we did go through all of the RCMP devices in the first instances, because we control those devices. And it wasn't until we were given the personal device of Mr. Bryan that we were able to retrieve those. And that was within the day of receiving that device.
Yeah, and of course, lawyers representing the families before the Mass Casualty Commission have remarked about how helpful it would have been to have had the recording during the time when they were doing the cross-examination. I can see you nodding and you would agree to that. But I guess I understand you want to wait for the investigation to run its course, but have you taken steps for future conference calls to make sure that operationally sensitive information is not being recorded on someone's personal phone?
Well, yeah, that's part of our departmental security policies and procedures. And so if it is found that those policies and procedures were not followed, then in fact, Mr. Bryan will be held to account for that.